One of the experiences that I had was that I was in a dark room. And in this dark room, there were a lot of people that were standing around socializing. They were standing around chit-chatting. They had wine glasses, hors d'oeuvres. It was something that was very swanky. And it's a lot of people that you are very familiar with. So I'm in this dark room and I can't move. I am hooked up to some things that are in my back, and I'm just observing. Now, I want to tell you that there were others in this room that were also hooked up and were unable to move, unable to speak. I do want to tell you that I don't think that they were awake and aware like I was. It's like they were asleep. So one of the head honchos comes walking over to me, and she leans over and whispers in my ear, "You're going to be in my personal collection." And after she said that, she licked the side of my face and then leaned back, laughed, and took a drink of her wine. Obviously, this is something that's been done before because her husband was there and he was okay with all of this, right? It seemed that she had quite the following of people that were enjoying the scenery. Here's what I interpreted this to be. This was not a dream. This was a level of existence that I was in. I had talked about in my early videos when I was still under heavy attack and tremendous pressure. I had talked about being on the block, basically where they take your spirit and they sell off the parts they like of it to the highest bidder. And some of us are so powerful that they want to reserve it for themselves. Some of us are so powerful, they want to reserve it for themselves, and they can pimp you out. These are people, I don't need to say their names. You already know their names. These are people that are highly influential. These are people who are known all over the world. This is going on, and I'm not telling you this story for clout. I'm not telling you this story because I need you to hear it from me. I'm telling you this story because there needs to be justice for all the people who were not able to come out of that, for all the people that still may be stuck in this place where these elites were siphoning and harvesting their energy. It was nothing but a harvesting party. It was a party. It was obvious to me that this is something that they had been doing for a very long time. And regardless if people were too afraid to say, no, I don't want to be a part of this or not, if they were there and they were seeing what was going on, regardless if they approved of it or not, they were taking part in it. And their silence was their approval. It's a trip because harvesting has been their way for so long that they thought that they would never get away with it, or they thought that they would never get caught. But some of us, and I don't know, maybe there's more of us, maybe there's not, but I was awake. I was aware through all of it. So if you're thinking that I'm doing this for content, I can't make this up. And I have so many more stories. Be mindful of what you're allowing into your energy. Be mindful of how you are moving through your life. Are your addictions running your life? Because if your addictions, and it doesn't matter what type of addiction, is it social media? Is it sex? Is it alcohol? Is it drugs? Is it food? If you're allowing this stuff, these addictions to run you on a consistent basis, 9 times out of 10, someone is harvesting your energy. Be mindful of how you move. Be mindful and aware of what you're allowing into your life. Not many have lived to tell the tale. In fact, I've never even heard anybody talk about this except for maybe once. I hope you have a beautiful day. And I call in justice for those who didn't make it out. God did it.